No.
Oh, that poor girl.
Listen.
What's wrong?
Hail,
Oh,
traveler.
sirs. Hail, traveler. It's so strange coming back to somewhere like Awakening after 3 houses. Anyway, sirs, please, help her. Young merchant girl is being set upon by bandits. We're on our way. As this map looks like. It looks like, well, we can basically just kill everything. Oh, we probably do need to keep you alive, though, meaning we're gonna have to, like, freaking gale force our way up there. Most likely. But gotcha, Lancer. I knew about it being the remake of 3. And I guess it makes sense for the title from back then not to have the Avatar character. Yeah, I'll just do some of my pair-ups that we have. Essentially. Get them at the ready and stuff. Maybe I can do something like this. I need to freaking get rid of some of the super good things. And put on just, like, normal things for some of these characters, because they were, like, prepared for apotheosis. Why is Kiel in my freaking party? Oh, there's Noir, who can freaking ruin or mire whatever the heck across the map. That could be fun. When it comes to Jerome, let's, sure. Give him one of these to hold on to for now and stuff. Anybody else who doesn't have arms thrift? Most of my units have arms thrift. Is the thing, though. I mean, let's see here. Let's put these two together. Yeah, let's do something like that. Sure. So we should be able to get over to her before freaking Lunatic plus janks are over.
Right.
You! Shia LaBeouf! We have business, you and I. I am to settle to that. Victor will be avenged today. Oh, did he die in the last one? I wasn't paying attention. Oh dear, have we met? Playing dumb won't save you, girlie. The gold you net from the slavers will build Victor the finest grave in the land. Careful, love. Prizes aren't the only thing I can cut in half. You said basically the same thing last time. Alright, victory rout the enemy. Okay. Okay. Well, let's do a whole bunch of pair-ups and stuff. And then we go around destroying everything, basically. Everyone! Yeah, my first priority is gonna be getting over to her and making her safe because, you know, Lunatic Plus could well jank her over. Do I have someone with Lock Touch? Darn, I probably don't. Whatever. I hope there's no, like, super valuable things in these chests. I don't think I have anyone with Lock Touch on me anyway. Dang it, I was not paying enough attention earlier when I should have been, I guess. I could probably get both these two over there. Also add some characters from BS Fire Emblem, a Fire Emblem game for the Stella view? But if story's your priority, recommend the Super Nintendo original. Huh. Seems intriguing. I love how Counter still takes off like 20 of his health. You'd love to see it. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. Here's what I'll do. Oh yeah, I can turn on the danger area. I don't know why I didn't even think about this. I mean... yeah, let's just go around murderizing everyone, I guess. Well, I mean... sure. And we can like loop back around this way and do that or something. Sure. My goodness. And then we can like not get over there. Okay, she's in safe area now though, so like whatever. So I mean, we could always snipe some nerds. Is what we could do. We could always do some snippety sniping. I'm gonna have to snippety snipe from here. Is the thing. Okay, welp. I mean, send Crom after this one random guy. And then Noir can just, like, advance to the center and then, like... sure, take out that guy. Oh, you had Aegis Plus and you just barely survived. Freaking jerk. Unbelievable. I can't believe this. My oh my. Yeah, I'm just gonna... yeah. Who haven't I moved? What? Oh, you can still move once more. Sure. Well, I'm just gonna skip, and then everything's gonna get destroyed. I mean, we should have enough keys in storage for Crom to... oh, no. If he had Hawkeye... oh, my goodness, Lunatic Plus. Oh, but yeah, if you intend to play all the Fire Emblem, I don't know if I intend to play all of them, but definitely a lot. Do you plan to play the Spiritual Successors, Bearwick Saga and Vestria Saga? Are those the ones where like one of the main like Fire Emblem executives like broke off and made those? Is that what that is? Or whatever the heck? One of the main dudes? I don't know a lot of the story from way back. Or whatever the heck. But yeah, I don't know about all the Fire Emblems. Probably a lot eventually over the course of like years. I don't know if I'd ever, you know, have every single one done. Oh my goodness, if this dude had Hawkeye. To think that you can still lose in one turn. After taking out that many freaking dudos. What a world, huh? What? I can't. Oh, I'm one tile away. Welp. My goodness. No, don't trade. Freaking Switch. Nintendo Switch. And stuff. There may be Shozukaga. That's his name. The director of FE 1 through 5. Then the left Intelligent Systems. So I'd heard of the story before. Because I didn't know a massive ton about it. Wait, if I let that thief take the thing, I can just like loot it off of him. Do you move? You do. So maybe I'll just like let that happen or something? I don't know. I don't know, maybe. Oh man, can't quite get that one mage. Sucks. Well, a versus knight will kill him, so like whatever. Let's just... yeah. Just take out that guy. And then, oh yeah, freaking the thing. Well, boop. My, oh my. And then Crom, the Ultra Crombo can just like advance towards the chests and hopefully just like access the convoy and loot them and stuff. This is what we can do. Oh, talk. Okay. Oh, hello! Hello there, handsome. Am I being rescued? Well, that was the plan, but you seem to be holding up just fine. I'm not so sure about that, considering one turn got you down to freaking 3 HP. I'm not too sure about that. I don't know if you're holding up too well in Lunatic plus Classic here. I'm not 100% certain. You still fight? I could stand to open a few more rogues. Sure, or locks for that matter. What? Oh, you have lock touch! Oh, that's why there's so many chests and things. Okay, yeah, I can just use her then, in that case. Thief, is it?
Yes.
Locksmith, thank you very much. But yes, door chest, I'll have it smiling wide in a trice. And it looks like these bandits have quite the horde built up.
Really?
Oh, well then, I guess we're in business. Alright. Alright, we finally have Anna unlocked here, and we can just do that. We don't need to use keys after all, thank goodness. Do you want to just, like, loot that and save me some effort? No? Okay, fine, I guess you die. To buy a freaking 219 damage crit. Yeah, I guess Anna is a little bit inspired by good old lockpicking lawyer there. Oh, that can come in handy. It'll save a little bit of grinding later, I suppose. Or something. What am I gonna get here? Freaking useless. The relationship is already literally maxed out. Whoa, I can snipe them from here. I'm gonna just position over there, I guess. Yeah, let's just like take out some of them with you for a hot second. Sure. And then we'll like get our units up here or something to like chill and stuff. I don't know. What have we here? Nope. What have we here anyway? What is this? Mine's your favorite tome in the game. It's so stupid. It really is, especially when you give it to somebody with arms thrift. Just give it to somebody with arms thrift and then you're in business. Basically. To quote this game earlier. Well, I'm just gonna like make my way over there while Noir just like kills all these dudes. Oh man. Oh man. Welp. Dang it, you have movement +1, but it's not enough anyway. Oi, these dudos. Time to die. Okay, well. And we take out this dude. There's some chests over there. Oh, maybe I should have her go around and then she can avoid like their danger area. Because the moment they come over here, they're gonna get freaking murderized is the thing. Because my units are so OP. Except in relation to Apotheosis, I guess. Got a killing edge. I mean, I could shove Severa in there just because, like, they can go to one range and then she won't be able to counterattack and stuff. So, like, they'll probably purposefully target her. Wish I had save states. But, like, so they should target her because she won't be able to counterattack. Like, if I just make, like, a wall here. Wait, you don't have pass, do you? Gosh darn it! Well, we'll see if you come out. Wow, really? You don't? You have pass, huh? Well, I can just, like, sit here, maybe. And then, like... Pierre Emblem has the most fun, which has a bunch of really silly, overpowered things to play around with, which is why you think if the Garrick House sections didn't exist, Three Houses would be the most fun FE game. I think if Three Houses had, like, something like Fate's Awakening or freaking Echoes, where, or even Fire Emblem 2 in that case, or even, oh crap. Oh wait, but then this guy can stay alive, because we need to route the enemy after all. If it just had something where it's like, okay, you can really perfect your units, like, dang it, I can't, consistently is not the word. You can just constantly stay going more and more into post-game, because something like this is like a save file, in theory, can just go on forever if you want it to, is the thing. You can just, in theory, have the file go on forever, as you continue to do, like, more grinding, freaking make your builds as OP as you possibly can, do new maps as they add them, stuff like that. But in Three Houses, it's kind of like the old format, apart from there being Garrick Mach Monastery. It's kind of like the old format where you just kind of go from one story chapter to another and have like some other paralogs along the way. And whenever you get to the point that you've beaten the game, guess what that file's done with? Like, you can't progress that file anymore. Like, so you've only got as much time, like, to do stuff with your party and everything until like the end of the game, essentially. However much time that takes. And eventually you're inching closer and closer to the point where you can't do anything with that file anymore, bit by bit. It's not like something like this where you can, you know, continue putting in more and more hours into that file if you want. And, you know, continuing to break your characters more and more. Which would have been really nice in a format like Three Houses where you can, like, buy that progress with the freaking renown into other files. Yeah, an Awakening S-Path thing, and Stride is the stupidest thing, and also the best thing ever put in FE. Yep, it really can be. But yeah, if it had something that's like any one of these other games, like freaking Awakening, Fates, Echoes, freaking Sacred Stones. Something where you can just like keep progressing and keep using that save file instead of it being like, oh, every time you make like any progress, you're getting closer to never being able to use that save file anymore again, and it being done with and not being able to like perfect your builds and yada yada. It feels like a letdown is what it feels like. But that's my opinion. Thanks for your help. My name's Anna. Some folks like to call me the Secret Seller. Yes, I remember you. You died in one turn. Oh? I'm afraid I'm drawing a blank.
What?
Huh? Oh, then I must be. I'm sorry, I thought you... Wait, what am I saying? I know we helped you, I'm sure of it.
Ooh.
Oh, you must have met one of my sisters. Sisters? Gods, you look identical. Yes, there's a strong family resemblance. Oh, and we're all traveling merchants.
What?
With the same name?
Yes.
Yes, actually. That's part of the secret. Your family gatherings must be chaotic.
Oh.
True, but aren't everyone's? Still, I can't just send you on your way after helping two of us. So let me come along and aid you in return. I can be quite useful. You'll never make a loss with me in tow, I guarantee it. Freaking look at all these hours. Alright, another paralog done. A bunch of Annas disappearing and stuff. Alright, welp. But yeah, I hope they go back to a more Awakening style FE for the next game. One storyline, a world map, and tons of OP stuff to mess with. Yeah, and, you know, not having it, you know, suddenly end by the time that you get to the end. There's still being, like, more stuff to do and progress in a save file. Like, I've beaten this game, for example, and I can still go around doing all sorts of side activities and decking out my units and grinding and stuff like that and trying to make the best builds possible if I really want to wreck the final boss, stuff like that. I do very much like that format, and that's why, in terms of gameplay, Fire Emblem Fates is my favorite one. In terms of the gameplay from all the ones that I've played. Because that, in my opinion, is the best Fire Emblem game in terms of mixing and matching characters for skills, creating builds, planning stuff out in like a super complicated way that like fits with my spreadsheets and stuff like that. In my opinion, Fates is the best game for that kind of thing. Like, it's freaking great. In terms of gameplay format and such, I would very much like a Fates Awakening kind of style and stuff like that in the future in terms of outside of like general story content. Like at the end of the day, it's still the same typical thing of, you know, moving units around a battlefield. But I mean, in terms of like how it structures the outside of battle kind of thing, I would much prefer that kind of thing, because I don't really get as motivated in something like Three Houses as I will in something like Awakening or Fates, where it's like, okay, I can keep on grinding here towards like making my units better and better and better. That's gonna be progress that I always have. Whereas in Three Houses, it's just like, well, you're getting closer and closer to the end of the game. And eventually when you get there, it's like, guess what? You can never do that save file again. Like, I put over 100 hours into my Blue Lions playthrough. There are 105 episodes on YouTube of my Blue Lions playthrough. And I can never open that save file ever again because it prompted me to save before the credits. So every time I open that save file again, it just plays the credits. So my over 100-hour playthrough of perfecting all my characters literally as much as I could is freaking in purgatory. I can literally never open that save file again. So I really, really don't like the structure in Three Houses of that kind of thing. Because Fire Emblem Three Houses is the kind of thing that's best enjoyed for like its story and a casual kind of thing. But for those of me who actually want their progress to like mean something past just enjoying the story, it feels like a big waste, and I can't help but feel like that disappointment in my heart. But yeah, can I actually talk about Fates gameplay-wise, because you never actually played it. Freaking gameplay, and like, there are definitely some problems with gameplay in Fates. A small handful. But like, in terms of, but compared to the pluses that it has, I would argue it's freaking fantastic. I love Fates gameplay so much. There are definitely some very messed up things with the gameplay.
Nothing personal.
But the gameplay is freaking great. The music is some of my favorite in the whole series, if not my favorite. Actually, Three Houses is very up there as well. I mean, Fire Emblem music in general is so freaking
No
good.
hard feelings.
But Fate's music is fantastic. The story that it tells, it builds up in Birthright and Revelations to like some big kind of grand thing. In Birthright and Conquest, not Birthright and Revelations, if that's what I said. In Birthright and Conquest, it seems like it's building up to like a big kind of conclusion with Revelations. But then Revelations rolls around and it's just am I dropping frames? It's just a big disappointment because apparently the writers of Revelations were different from the writers of Birthright and Conquest. So whatever the writers of Birthright and Conquest were building up to for Revelations, like, either didn't happen or it happened in like the bare minimum. And like, it's honestly hilarious experiencing the birthright of Revelations, the story of Revelations, because it's just like such a mess where you can tell that somebody just looked at like the rough draft of like what the plan for it was, considering the stories of Birthright and Conquest, and they just like, yeah. The route of Fate that has the best gameplay and story is by far Conquest. And Revelations is supposed to be the one that pulls everything together as like the grand finale. But the story of Conquest is the best out of the three. Like, some of the characters like Takumi are especially fascinating in Conquest. But freaking I don't know, it's just like a mess. But yeah, Elmo, here's a phallic dragon. He was the final boss all along. Yep, that's Revelations. Like, because we're gonna be going through, eventually we'll be going through all the 3DS Fire Emblem games in order because they have connections to one another. So, like, whenever I do a playthrough of, like, multi-game kind of things where they lead into one another, I have, like, one collective playlist of them all. Eventually, I'll have a playlist of, like, all 3 3DS Fire Emblem games in order of, like, when they came out, essentially. So, spoiler alert, I guess, potentially, for anybody in the far future that wants to see my freaking 3DS Fire Emblem trilogy. But it's not like spoiling really matters because the freaking... It's not like the story even really matters in Revelations. It's just like, yep, let's all come together and beat the big bad dragon. And then you do that. And then it ends. And it's like, great.
Yes.
So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Good old Fates, huh? But in terms of conquering Lunatic Classic in all 3 routes of Fates, and like really, really making my builds in a way that isn't like Awakening, where it's like, I have to use this skill, and I have to use this skill, and I have to use this skill. Like, it's a lot more customizable, especially with the restrictions I was talking about earlier that I'll be placing on myself, which are not restrictions that I put on myself the first time I tried to conquer them all on Lunatic Classic. So it's going to be even harder than that last time. I especially look forward to the Conquest route doing it, because it is going to be an insane uphill battle, and freaking... I'm going to have a lot of grinding to do off camera when it comes to that. But yeah, Vala was cool though. The big Hidden Land vibes. Yeah, it definitely gave me PMD2 Hidden Land vibes. I thought it was neato. But there wasn't that much of a story there. It was just like, yep, let's keep going from one map to the next as we take on more baddies as we progress to the dragon. And that's literally like all it is. Until you beat the... There's like the first half of Revelations is like, let's bring everybody together. And you do that. And the entire second half of the story of Revelations is just non-stop chapter after chapter of just going to the dragon. And that's it. And countless, like, enemies all the time. And that's all it is. And it sucks. But also, Revelations has one of my favorite support conversations in the entire Fire Emblem series between Saizao and Baruka, because they're both known to be like super silent assassins who don't do a lot of talking. So their C support is literally just like, Saizao is silent, stern face. Baruka is silent, stone face. Saizao is silent, slight smile. Baruka is silent, slight smile, and it's like Saizao and Baruka achieve support level C, and it's like the best thing ever. It's just 4 lines in total, 2 by each of them, of complete silence, and their expression changing from like super stern, super serious, to like slight smile, slight acceptance, like you're alright. It's like the greatest thing ever. It's like probably my favorite support conversation in the entire Fire Emblem series, just because it's like so funny and fitting. I love it. To anybody who hasn't seen it, I highly recommend Googling it, because it's great. Like, just for the C support conversation. B and A, they actually, like, talk to each other and actually gets into serious stuff. But the freaking C support conversation of just silence is freaking great. Alright, here's Divine Dragon Grounds, or whatever the freaking hail this is. Let's go get another character. Right as we were talking about silence. The air is sweet here. So calming.
Right.
Makes you want to just flop down and take a huge nap, doesn't it? Tempting. Odd. Seems like anywhere else to me. Is this anywhere else to you, huh? This is Naga's cradle. It is said the Divine Dragon once called this place home. Here, the voice will enact a holy rite to communicate with Naga and regain her power. Lady Tiki.
Huh?
Lady Tiki? Who dares disturb my slumber? Pray be silent, milady. The voice is currently performing the rite. In doing so, she will draw the Divine Dragon's power from the land onto herself. Forgive me, I didn't realize. I thought she was sleeping. She looks so peaceful. What do you think she sees? Todd Howard selling more copies of Skyrim? Does she perchance dream?
Hey.
I imagine she... Oh, is that what I think it is? Sayri, Lucina, enemies approach us from the south. We better get on it, or the voice is going to have a rude awakening. Well, the title of the game! But yeah, anyway, in terms of that support that we were just talking about, it was a serious conversation in original Japanese. The English version is also a reference to another support conversation from Fire Emblem 7, which is between Jafar and Wrath, if you remember right. Huh. Interesting. I have not done this in a long time. I don't remember this map. Why is it black? It's not supposed to be black, is it? This is probably an emulator thing. I don't remember this being black. I think the map is bugged out. I think out of the entire playthrough of emulating Fire Emblem Awakening, this is the first map that we've seen bug out. This is not supposed to be like this. Thracia Fog of War. But we can literally see the enemies and stuff. We can still see everything on the map. It's just completely black. This is the first map that we've seen glitch out in this playthrough. It's our first glitchy map. It's crazy, isn't it? Okay, well, anybody else have freaking... No? Okay, well, I'll just bring Olivia, I guess. I was gonna say... Arms Thrift. Sure. Let's just, yeah, protect here. This is so weird! What the heck? This is so strange, man. Wait, why don't I have a mire? Do I have it? I probably don't have any more in storage. Like, let's see here. Because I'm a sorcerer as well. Do I have any mires? Gosh darn it, I don't. That's why. Could have had the 2 snipers here. That would have been incredible. That would have been very fantastic, wouldn't it have been? Sure. Let's just like... These 2 go together over here. Whoops. Love something like this. Wait, what? I'm trying to get symmetry here. I'm losing my mind. Whatever. Close enough or something. Wait, where's... Oh, there he is. Sure. Sure, I guess. I mean... Something like that. I mean, I don't know. Whatever the heck. If you never played 3CS776 and Fog War maps there, the screen was entirely black except for your unit's range, so not only can see your enemies, you also can't see the actual map. That's basically what's going to happen here, except we can still see everything. It's just... this.
It begins.
Voice is defenseless in this state. We must become her shield until the raid is complete. We await your strategy, Harmonia. Make us as a wall of steel. Okay. Everything is completely black. And it's kind of incredible. But I mean, okay, boopity bop. I mean, we have the objective to rout the enemy. So, like... we could maybe just do it. Maybe. I mean, oh! Wait, I can get her over there. I can do it. I can indeed. My good old freaking OP Nosferatu tank. Okay, well, if they all rush her, then they'll freaking die. Or something, I guess. My, oh my. Let's go ahead and switch here, and then we do that, and then, like... we'll have, like, some flyers on the other side here ready to freaking rush out and stuff. Why is it all black? Okay, so they didn't all die. Oh, because they're not attacking and stuff. There's only Fire Emblem game where healing spells can miss? The heck? Oh, look, we can do this. Kill voice, yada yada. Okay, so they ignore my units and they go straight for her. Okay. Well, I mean... Is this solid ground here? Can I switch? No, apparently it's not solid ground. Okay, good to know. I mean, missing a lot of this stream, finding a good but cheap mic is difficult. I mean, have you... one idea that I know is like cheaper that might be worth looking into is a blue snowball, potentially. A cheaper version of like blues mics. I appreciate the 4 bits there, Hawk's Corner. I mean, maybe. I mean, can longbow from here. And then we can also do that to you. Is the thing. We might be able to take them all out, like here. Is what we may be able to do. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards doing here. So, I mean... or like, I hear blue ember is apparently also an option. Apparently that's also a thing. That might be cheaper. We just need to rout the enemy, so like... where's solid ground? Whatever, we can probably just kill the Tsumi anyway, right? Yeah, we routed the enemy. That was hard. Well, 2 turns! Are you unharmed, Lady Tiki?
Thank you.
Yes, thanks to you. I apologize for the delay, but the right has borne fruit. Look, it's literally oranges. Would you like some?
Hmm?
You've taken in the power of the Divine Dragon.
Yes.
Some of it, yes. But my iPhone isn't fully charged yet, so I must stay plugged in a little longer. It's strange. Its power had always isolated me. Many were the days I wept alone, cursing the charge placed before me. Lady Tiki. But now my power has a purpose, and the world needs it to avoid a ruinous future. And so I shall offer it freely. Allow me to join you,
But don't you see?
Are you certain? I am. I've had quite enough of living in solitude, thank you. Besides, I've always longed to better know this world. Now I can help you save it. Again, a difference with, like, this game compared to something like Three Houses that I wish Three Houses was more in the format of. After you've beaten the game, you can still go around doing side things like this and recruiting additional characters and decking out your party and all kinds of stuff. I like it when there's games where the game doesn't end because you've beaten it, unlike Three Houses and such. Anyway, in terms, we've gotten all the additional units that we can recruit, apart from like Xenolog ones, which I might have to do research into if I can even do. I mean, I can check emulation configure, see if there's some way that I can convince it that spot pass is on. Maybe. Like, let's see here. General, debug, UI, nope. System. Enable new 3DS mode, that's done already. CPU clock speed. Apparently I can change that. Graphics, audio controls, You know, I'm gonna do a quick Google search right now. Let's see here. Citra Fire Emblem Awakening Spot Pass missions. Like, I'm just curious if there's something I can do really quickly, or if it's something I have to, like, really set up, like, off camera, or it's something I wouldn't be able to do at all. Well, Fire Emblem is really wacky in comparison to later games. Yep. If you won, and also 3, I think weapon rank was a stat that you can level up with you like a regular stat, but that's a thing in this game too. And, like, all the Fire Emblem games that I've played, I think. Let's see here. Apparently there are some steps that you can do, but this would be like some steps that I have to do like off camera, is the thing. I'll look into it at some point. In terms of other story stuff that we can cover, there is the future past thingamabobs that I hear is supposed to be kind of good. What I mean is it's an actual stat, like, oh. Interesting. So the only, like, story stuff that we have in terms of DLC is the future past, which maybe I'll do right now. I've never done it before, so I'd be going into it blind. Also, I know that I've been reading out, like, character lines up to this point. I'm thinking for future past, I might just, like, not do that, because there's probably going to be a lot of text. I'm going to make a fool of myself, especially trying to voice out female characters when I have a very deep, natural kind of voice. I appreciate the 4 bits there, Huck's Corner. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion. I really do appreciate you looking up to $60 max right now, though. Those bits were for you missing most of the year. Some more for the suggestion. Well, I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm thinking we might do this future past stuff that's supposed to be like an alternate timeline, or like the future kind of events with like the kiddos and stuff in this alternate timeline or something. I don't know a whole lot about it. I'm going to be going into it blind. I'm just going to be pressing A to advance the text instead of like reading it out, I think. Let's do it.